On our way up to the property, we drove past one of the massive fires from this summer. From Omak all the way to the Columbia, it looked like the surface of the moon.
And finally, he got into an opening where I had a good shot and was able to pull back because the does weren't paying attention. And I fired. In the meantime, I could feel the heartbeat out of my throat. And as I fired, instead of going broadside, he decided he would turn a little bit. So, I know I glanced him at least. We're on the track now to go hunt him down. That's weird, it's like now on this side.
Well, we went from a little bit of blood to a lot of blood. That's a good sign. I was worried about this, but maybe now he's dead for sure. Look at that, that's pretty good.
See, looks like he tried to rest here for a while. So we've been tracking him now for probably about 150 yards if we were to pull it out straight, but a lot of zigzagging through the trees here and stuff, so we gotta be getting close. Fogging up the glasses, we gotta be getting close. That scared me. Right here. I'm a little relieved, a little emotional. Baby.
Yeah, he's a dandy little 3-point.
Oh, very emotional.
Good to see him.
Oh, yeah,
He's
little beat here tonight.
He's riggered.
Yeah.
That's where it hit. It turned. And I can't see where it came out at this time, but I mean, it must have grabbed an artery. That is amazing. I've never seen or thought of anything like that happening with a bow. Constantly working on fire prevention up here on the mountain. It's an ongoing thing. We try to make it so our forest doesn't burn down, and this is how we do it, by thinning and trimming the trees up as high as we can reach with the chainsaw. Look at that guy, what a camouflage little dude. Tell you what, I walked about 5 feet from him, didn't see him until he ran. Looked at my wife and I said, I got about, an hour left of daylight, something like that. So I'm gonna run up there and just sit and see what happens. I hear this, I hear another one, and back in there was 2 bucks talking to each other, apparently. He came down over this hill right over my shoulder. It's about right there. That's about 15 yards. And I let him have it. Boom. And he took off and he started running right through here. crashed and knocked branches off, the arrow would fall into the ground there. So I picked it up. So I called my wife, I told her what had happened. Big 4-point walked out, nailed him. So she said, well, I just heard a bunch of crashing down below our camper. So I'm like, that's gotta be him. So I start getting on his trail right away, and then as soon as I got near the camper, I was gonna jump off his trail, make a mark in the snow, go up, get everything I'm gonna need for tracking, and grab the headlamps and all that good stuff to go and find him, grab her and have her come with me. So here's some of the blood right here I'm going to show you. Right here turns and he heads straight down there, probably an easy quarter-mile down through the last bit of timber you can see, and that's where I broke off. Went back to the camper, got all the gear. We were able to start tracking it. It started getting dark on us. Still able to track it. There was getting to be less and less blood, and I was getting nervous. I was like, oh man, this isn't good. Then all of a sudden we see one place where he just piled up and hit the ground and bled out a bunch, but then got back up and did it again and again, about 4 or 5 different places. Then we finally came up on him, found him.
After hunting and working on the property all week, we jumped in Little Chuck and headed up to the lake to check it out.
Where you at, babe?
I'm at Swan Lake. Oh, it's frozen. Mostly. And this is as far out as I go.
A little different than we were here last time. It was
Hot.
yeah. We went swimming, and I think we got dried off before we even got back side by side and took off. Check out this awesome buck that my aunt got this year.